Hello, everyone. Good evening. Welcome to this episode. I called it Intro Update. To be honest, I I know what I'm going to do, or at least I'm going to try to do, but it's more a random stream more than having something concrete. I know to what it will lead me, but um, yeah, it's one of those things. Hi, Vision. Thank you for being here. Unfortunately, I had a really, really long day. I stopped from work about half an hour ago or something like that. So, not really much time to prepare. Hi, Emanuele. Ciao. So, what I'm going to do is I have an intro that was written about 2 years ago or something like that. 2 years ago, I think. Yeah, May 2020. But it was written in DevPack. I will convert it to work for the extension and then I will improve it. Why I want to do this? Because this little intro, every year I add something to it. And this year I didn't because, as I said, it's in DevPack and I stopped using DevPack. I'm using as you know, the Amiga extension. So I will try and convert that code today. So, as always, I start with my usual front end, my YouTube channel. Please subscribe and like my YouTube. Subscribe to my YouTube and like my videos. It does encourage us a lot. I have my Facebook page where I do all the updates. I didn't announce this stream. I wasn't sure I was going to stream tonight. So it's one of those things when you don't get time. So that's why it's not there. And there were no tweets, nothing. Then there is the Facebook group of Phase 101. And of course, as for those that know me that I like Commodore, there is the Facebook group Commodore Dev, which you can all see here. I have admins that help me out on this one. So thanks to Colin Vella and Walter Mamo also for this. For those that want to chat with me, some people write to me on Facebook, but the best way to get in touch with me is on Discord. So please subscribe to Discord. All the links are in the upper right hand corner. For what we're going to do tonight, I've been sharing this webpage where there are links to teach you how, useful links so that you can learn programming the 68000. So I recommend you to keep a note of it. If you type book page, it will give you the link to it. Besides that, if you like what I do, hi Dockster. Today is one of those random streams I haven't really prepared. I mean, I know what I want to do, but I haven't really prepared because I finished work late. But it's 68,000, okay? And it is related to the extension also. And for those that want to support me, I have Patreon. You can subscribe there, or you can support me on Coffee, whichever you like. Both of them are the same. If you subscribe, it's not so visible. You unlock 56 more videos related to mainly Amiga. So yeah, that's basically it. So we can start with the usual things. I'm just going to switch because this is something that I use all the time, and then switch to Visual Code. And Visual Code didn't come because I didn't select the screen. There you go. So I'm going to run. So I already started converting this. I was working on this week, okay? So it didn't run in the extension in Visual Code. It didn't even play the music, and I fixed all those. But now, but the way it's working, it's not not the right way. And also, I would like to share this code with you guys. So I wanted to have a good framework. Let's put it this way. Oh, hold on. There were too many things happening at the same time. Oh, Dockster! Oh my god! Dockster! Jesus, thank you very much, Dockster. That's why I thought, what happened to the screen? All of a sudden I saw boom, 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 one after the other. Dockster, thank you for the gift sub. You're incredible, man. Thank you very much. Oh my god. Wow. So, guys, I'm trying to. I forgot to actually mention this. I'm trying to buy more storage online because I have 5 terabytes of videos and I need more storage. And thank you, Dockster. Your generosity is appreciated. I do not know what to say right now. And yeah, it is. It's becoming imperative that I buy the storage. Actually, I get the storage. I still have like, I don't know, like 700 maybe, 700 free on my drive, but it's you know it goes quickly. Each video, each one of these is about 15 G, so they go up very quickly. And when you're editing, etc., you use more space. But yeah, so yeah, it's I need to buy more storage on Mega. Anyway, so I'm going to show you what where it is right now. Okay, it's nothing special, and it's the Emanuele Bonin knows that this is the demo, or sorry, not demo because it's not a demo, it's an intro that I use for Towel Day, and each time speechless as yeah, each time I add something to it. This year I didn't do it because of this issue that I had, but next year I want to add more, and actually maybe I will add something. I don't think today, but in the next one. So let me show you what it does. I need to switch. I need to switch to screen 2. Yeah, as you will not see it. So that's all there is, nothing else. It's just a screen with some copper bars, an image, and music. But it is like the framework for something big. So yeah, and there is the the music, what you call them, bars, no, equalizer or whatever. Anyway, this is the the beginning of it. So till I think Wednesday, because I think Wednesday was the last time I touched it, the music was not working, so that was fixed. Now the code is one file. This is one of the problems that it has. Okay, so of course I want to separate it into multiple files. Also, it's not using a standard startup file, which it would be good if it did. So, and the standard startup file is the same that we used for Let's Make an Amiga Game. So you did do things in assembly back in the days. I thought you only did 6502, so you did 68,000. Oh yeah, now I remember. On Wednesday you told me you did, but only till the sprites, and then you give up. Uh-huh. But, you know, I mean, you shouldn't let Bob's put you off. I mean, you can do most of the Commodore 64 games just using sprites. So, Bob's, I know Bob's is a bit, I mean, once you understand the concept, it's not that complex, but no, it's not Nemesis. No, no. Learn how to do copying and stuff like that, and then you'll enhance from that. If you manage to make, I mean, follow my streams. Uh, if you manage to make a copy from one place to another, that's already a big start. Because once you get used to the registers of the blitter, then the rest will follow. And min terms, and understand min terms what they are. Once you understand those, I think then Bob's becomes easy. Anyway, so let's start dividing. By the way, there was a new update to the extension. It's still where is it? It's still pre-release, as you can see here, but it had some cool updates. If I show you, yeah, these were the updates, and the use of the external debugger. This is very important. Conditional breakpoints. This is very good. For example, you can say, I want to break when the X position of the player is, I don't know, 100. That's very cool. Lock points, I haven't really understood what they are. Custom register variable list, it's when you get the registers, you can have variables assigned to them. There are some formatting and label offset annotations, but this one for me is very cool. Anyway, it's still pre-release, but he should release it soon. And for me, this extension is gold now. So, oh, this is saying install. No. Anyway, so let's start dividing the code. So, what I will do first of all is remove this. These are the settings related to the play routine. I did these also on I will show you what I did also on Wednesday because it's interesting. So actually, Dockster, I was talking to you while I was editing this. I told you I'm doing 68,000, and this is what I was doing. So yeah. Uh, play constants. It's too long. And actually this is P61 play routine, so PT. And let's make sure it is all here. And we need to include it. So for now, I'm just going to leave that. It might cause us issue, that one. You have a link to it. Send it to me. Send it to me on Discord, or and I will try to check it out. Should be above here. No, I think if you put it, it might remove some of the stuff. The bot will remove some of the stuff. Yeah, it's better if you have a link, send it to me either in Discord or direct message to me. So this one, I should say sources. Actually, let's do this. Include hardware.i and ink there goes. And then on Discord, okay, perfect. So this is sources. We'll check it in a minute. 621 pt underscore. Yeah. Let's see if this worked, because yeah, of course. So pre-launch task. I do not like this error of the extension. Let's see. It did not like that. Okay, so I have include. Let's do include. Now this one will not work like that. I'm not liking that hardware.i. Let's do this. Let's see. Okay. So okay, so that worked, but this I think is going to cause me issues. So we have step 1. Let me see what you send. So Discord. Aha. Okay. Let me switch. You were part of Resistance, Dockster. Aha, interesting. That's music. I like the music. It's only 2.5 minutes, so let's watch it now on. Okay. That's cool. So, what did you do from it? Was it the music bars and displaying the screen? Or which part you did? So, on Wednesday, what was I watching on Wednesday? Yeah. So I gave up when we came to the little part. I did the raster bar colors, I did the music and the logo. Aha, yeah, the scroll text, the sign, that is Blitter. I'm pretty sure it is Blitter. Yeah. But why you give up? It's not the end of the world. Anyway, so on Wednesday when I told you I'm talking to you, I was creating these. Exactly this what I did. So before the intro, okay, did 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 not have constants in relation to screen dimensions and settings, and it was literally hard coded, and I do not like that. So I did did this part where I initialize the screen in bytes, not in pixels. So 40 bytes, which is 320 pixels. And then the height is 256. I specify where the X and Y, where it should start. Okay. And then it does all the rest. And I can even specify whether it's high res, whether it's interlace, or whether it's HEM. if I want to. So I created this. So it wasn't really code. I just created this so that I can switch screens. If I want to make something in a different screen, I can do it. And then from by having these constants, I'm able to calculate um, the parameters, okay, the screen width, the bit plane size, the screen size, and then from them also I'm able to create the constant for BlitCon 0, for display window start, stop, data fetch start and stop also, and the modulus is 0 in this case. I will have, this is where I finished. Actually, I wanted to, because if you have a scroll screen, etc., you can have here like another equate where say it's a scroll and then the modulus changes according to that, but I haven't arrived till that. But this is all I did in terms of how to calculate BlitCon and BPL con, etc. But yeah, that was the work of Wednesday. Took me some time, but yeah. And because I want to share this with you guys, I documented it. Anyway, uh, so next part that I want is separate the copper. This part. Let's see if I need to separate all. Now, the copper, I could have created these, okay? These are the copper bars and some other stuff. But this part, I could have created this with a routine, uh, with a routine instead of having them one by one in the code. But when I wrote this, I was not thinking like that. And also, I think it's for those, when I share it, for those that want to use it, it's easier to understand what it is. If I created a routine that created this list, it would have been difficult and you would need to disassemble it to probably understand what it's doing. Oh yeah, Photon's videos are very good. Um, when I started back, I think it was 2016 or 2015, I can't remember the year exactly. When I started again using the Amiga, it was thanks to his videos. He only had till number 7, I think, or number 8. Um, and that got me back into doing something. So yeah. Yeah, I'm obsessed with clean source. I'm very obsessed. Um, the code, if I look at my code, I need to be able to read it, even if it's assembly. It's that's why I have all these things in my code. Okay, so let's do the copper. Another new file. this I always start with chip, and then to understand that it's in chip mem, copper list. What is okay? Now again we need to include that. Let's why did I need to include there? I didn't like include. I don't know, I didn't like this part. Yeah, I'm using the hardware.i, but as I said, this was done on using defpack. So I used the, the include files that come with defpack at that time. The extension did not exist, so I'm not happy that I have to do this. Should I rename it to... No, leave it as it is. Anyway, it will go eventually. Leave it as it is. It will go. And I write not PT, what I'm writing, chip. So now we should still be okay. For example, these will have to go also, but for now, bit by bit. I want to make it safe for somebody else to use. Yeah, it's giving me error. No, because they are at different paths, so you need to go one back up. That's why. So I tell you. So this I need to remove now. Yeah, but I need to specify ink there each time because I went into the directory, which is annoying. But to be fair, down here now, I do not need to do it, I think. Let's see. Yeah. I see. Okay. So if you see, look, it shows that I was using Proton stuff because I'm using TP61 and that is based on Proton, the update of Proton. Now so the way this code starts, okay, I tell you why I want to remove them. So you see I have this routine kill system this is very brutal the way I'm doing it. I want the safe way of doing it. So that's why, of course, I'm saving the interrupts and DMA con and the DMAs, but it's not it it's not. I mean, I did this very quickly. Also, I remember. So it was a quick way of doing things, but I will. I won't leave it like this. So basically, what I want is to eliminate this. I have a startup file, okay, and there will only be the actual code. That's what I want to do. But till I arrive there, so we did that. It is actually similar to his. It is. As I said, I was following his videos. It is. It's not a copy of his, but quite close. So, let's see what's next. I mean, the saving of the registers is his, for sure. Uh, for example, this one, nowadays I have a better routine than this. So even this one I will eliminate and I will improve. So yeah. In fact, there you go. This is quite close to what I use nowadays. Yeah, this is when I was experimenting. Look, I didn't realize. So I created two wait for raster. And I was experimenting which one is best. Okay. And I'm mentioning, look, from Scoopec video, number 9. 12:30, even the time I wrote. So this part, this one is from him. So yeah. But the videos are good, you know? I mean, you have to credit the guy. He did a very good job with them. For a quick start, they are very good. Okay, so I think I'm going to start eliminating things related to here. So let me get. I need to find where it is, my startup file. So I can use the one that we used for let's make a game actually. Yeah, I can use that one because that one I converted it to the extension, so I can use that one. So let me find it. Bear with me a second, guys. Okay, and that normally is in lib. Yeah, so I can copy this into our 42. Is it called? Yeah, 42. Paste. Oh, I called it lib. Should be libs. Okay, startup.s, copy again. And let's remove this one. Okay, so now I should have the startup file. It is here. So I need to include that. But I know that it has exceptions. That one I need to remember. Exceptions. So not that one, but this one. Sorry, I know you're not seeing, but I'm checking. So because this is what makes the difference now. So now I'm going to remove this and see what's going to fail afterwards. And I can remove that one also. And I can have, why I'm using the kick S assembler, not remarks instead of the 68,000 ones. That's a good one. So, so now let's have, and I should have, this is lib. And this is sources. Okay. So now I'm going to, I think this should all this should all be commented out for now. I'm just comparing. So I'm trying to make it start like we did for the game, no? So it won't .s. So that it won't you'll be familiar with it basically, and you don't see something different. So, and my startup file needs this. That it needs, yes, needs this. It's that. And then actually this needs to be, this needs to be below. Yeah. I will remove all the comments, but for now, just to be able to revert back. So okay, so then it needs start. So start, but it has to be in capital. Yeah. Let's see. How much of this is going to, okay, this one, this is wrong. We do not need that. That can be removed also. Just checking. So I am sorry, I'm looking to a screen. I know you cannot see my screen, but it's too small. Checking that I am configuring my startup file properly. Okay, that's okay. Okay, so this one. Where do we have? Wait for. Okay, so this is the exit, so we can do that. And this, I will remove them eventually, but as I said, till we get it working with the startup file the proper way. Let's see. I'm going to try it. Oops. So include, of course. That is at the end, yeah. That should be sources. Reference again. What is the error? Reference undefined. Okay, what is undefined? Start. So I thought it needed capital. Let me do it as it. Of course. Yeah. So I made it capital, that's fine, but down here, I think there's a Bitcoin. Let's see if that's, but I think we are referring to it more than one place. No. So start again. So you see, now it told me it needs to be capital. So that was correct. So we have start somewhere else. Okay, let's look for it. Ah, we do not need this now. We do not need that because it's the startup file that does it. So let's see. Yeah. Incredible, it compiled, it assembled. Compiled is the wrong word. An assembler doesn't compile. But nothing else. Okay. At least we have the music, no? Okay. So, what's happening then? So, DMAs, what do I have enabled? I do not need sound, I need sprite, I need bitplane, I need copying. So that's correct. Mm-hmm. Of course, we are missing a bit. There's more startup that we didn't do. Of course. So that is init hardware. What I'm doing in init hardware. The bitplane screen. Okay, so this has to be before this. Okay. So down below, this is startup that we needed, but that we used in also in our game. Okay. So now, hopefully, we should see something more. No, hold on. Copper. How do I start the copper list? Because that I'm not doing it. Yeah. Where is that? I'm starting this part. That one should have. Yeah, that needs to change. Let's copy it down here, and then we update, because this is from the game now. So what we need is copper here. This needs to go. So we have, I think, everything to be able to, let's see if we get a screen now. Yeah. Okay. So now we can start. So now we can start removing the excess code that I have, like this. Sorry, Proton, but I have a different way now of doing it. um, there was at the end. Where these do not need to be here. So, let's see what else we can remove. For sure, I will replace this routine related to the raster. Those I will remove, but before I do those things, yeah, this can go. Yeah. So now the main loop is just this. Well, the main start, and then we have main. That's better. And this is the startup. Yeah. We need the hardware. We need the, and here we need the startup file. Yeah. So that's correct. I will look into the unit hardware in a minute. Start to compare. Yes, that's correct. Here we set the module and the P61. We jump to main and then we end the P61. Okay. So from down here, it's all subroutines. Let's see what this does. So this one initializes. Okay, so here I am making sure that all the sprites get a null pointer so that you don't see the garbage on the screen. Sometimes you get garbage on the screen, no? For example, the mouse pointer is a sprite, so that's why. Okay, so that's done. Here we are initializing the bit planes. And here we initialize the colors. Okay. If we, I'm just going to do a test to see how the logo will look without initializing the colors. I think it will look horrible because I had set up. So for, where is it? In the copper, sorry. So here is my color palette from 0 to 31. And I have the tendency of initializing the colors so that if something goes wrong, I see it, and I initialize them with blue, green, red, and silver. So I wonder how it's going to look if when I run it. Probably horrible. But it's reminding me of the Italian flag for some reason. Anyway, it's horrible. So let's put that back. Okay. What else I'm doing? Then I call main. So if I manage to Dockster, if I manage to sort it out today, I will start thinking of making a scroll text at the bottom, and just to, uh, you know, um, show you that it's not the end of the world using the blitter. We'll try to make it using the blitter at the bottom. We put a scroll text. But I do not have graphics, so I do not have a font, etc. But we'll sort it out as we go along. So, main. I mean, it doesn't mean that I'm going to get it quickly. I'm not saying that, because what's annoying is getting the the font and all that stuff ready in place. Sometimes it's teething, and then you need to code, no? So till you get that right, you'll have to. Okay, so this one is up there. You'll have to, till you start coding, you waste a lot of time in sorting those things out. Okay, so we have a routine, just update the channel bars. Okay, and I do not need this. I do not need that because my thing takes care of it. And here is checking for the mouse, and then we return. Okay. And color save, where I'm using color save, I think that is not needed neither. Is it the only place? Yeah. So we can eliminate it. Yeah, color is written in American, not written in English. I switch between the two, I have to say. Sometimes I write color in English, sometimes I write it in American. Whichever comes first. So, by the way, Dockster, did you see the game that someone did based on my game? I don't know if I showed it to you or not. Anyway, for those, let's do it for those that are following. Okay, I show it to you. So, I have this series of Let's Make an Amiga Game, and this guy for 5 weeks ago started following my series. Okay, and there is only till episode number 7 on YouTube. And he did them, and he ended up with something that I will show. So first, let me switch to the browser. What did I do? Sorry, I just close the window instead of opening it. That's not good. Okay. So, this game is for the iOS. Okay? So it's on your iPhone. And the aim of it is you just need to collect food, basically. Anyway, so then, not to, then he sent me a video of what he did. You know this game on iOS? I mean, I've never. It's from a console. From what I, it's called Bully. I don't remember it. I have to admit, but it looks like it was a popular console game. Anyway, so then this is what he did. You can see my code, okay? You can see my comments there that I did for the game, and this is what he did. Of course, it's not finished. It's still in progress. Okay, it's still, but basically you have the guy, and you have to eat the food. So he achieved that. It's quite cool. I mean, you know, from my game, doing such a game, it's impressive for me and somebody that only coded for 5 weeks. That's quite cool, I think. Yeah. I mean, it doesn't have sound, but it's how to say? It's cute, I think. He will do more. I'm pretty sure. I mean, this is a week and a half old now. So 2nd of June he did this, as per video, or at least he uploaded this 2nd of June. So probably he did it a bit more, a little bit earlier. But yeah, good effort from his side in 6 weeks or 5 weeks. Very good effort. Again, let's switch back to this, and then we go back to the coding. Okay, so you know, I know it's a simple game, but for me, seeing somebody using my code, I mean, this is the aim of my stream, seeing others using them. It's, for me, it's like a blessing. Anyway, yeah, some people just boom, and some others take time. I normally take time. I cannot say that I'm a fast one. Maybe 35 years ago I was fast, not anymore. So, what else does the main loop does? Main. So it's just updating the channel bars and nothing else. Checking for the left one and nothing else. So this is main loop main. So because he was a math genius. Okay, then yeah, normally people that are good in maths, like a teacher in maths or something like that, normally they get these things very quickly. I have a friend. I have a friend the same. He's very good because he's actually a maths teacher. Yeah, age. Yeah, age did a lot of things to me, not just being slow. So now I am not happy with the weight raster routine, and I want to see which ones I'm using. I have one called weight raster 1, weight raster 2. So these are all weight raster. Let's see. Weight raster. So where I am calling it, I am not calling weight raster at all. How can it be? I'm playing the music. Am I playing the music using interrupts? Let's see. Somewhere it was written. CIA mode, play any song using the CIA interrupt. There you go. That's why I do not need the wait for raster. So, but if we enhance it, we will need it. So what I'm going to do is get what we used in the game, in the Let's Make an Amiga game, because that is with all the documentation that I did for it. And I am going to delete all this because this we will need. Oh, come on. Too fast. Let's use the keyboard. Better than the mouse. So we replace with that. And that makes more sense. So if we assemble it now, okay. So it's getting there. What I will do next is these should all be in chip mem. Yeah, these should all be in chip mem. So let's create a file, data, chip data. Data. And we put it there. And then we call it. and this is on chip memory tape. We are including the P61 play routine. Look what I wrote. I do not, because this one is the one that Photon, sorry, not Proton, wrote. He updated it. It's the six. I wrote. I do not care how it works. It simply plays music. This does not need to be there. So, and this is what's making this part. But I will change this. I'm not quite happy with this, I have to say. It was a quick one. This one is the channels. I don't know if you like Pink Floyd, but those bells are from the Pink Floyd album. I can't remember the song name right now. Maya. Okay, so I think it is a lot more stable and much more friendly than how it was. So if we had to go through the code now, it's easy to explain actually. So we have the startup file, we have the constants for the music, we have constants for our screen. Okay, then we do some more setup in relation to our startup file. Then we initialize the hardware, and by hardware I mean we make sure that the sprite pointers are 0. We initialize the image and we initialize the color for the image. Then we initialize the sorry. Then we display the screen. This one, that's what it's doing, displaying the screen. When we initialize the copper, then we play the module, start playing the play routine. We jump to main. Main doesn't have much. Once we finish from main, we return, but main, all it has is to play the music. I mean the bars related to the music, to make them lights on and lights off, basically. That's what it's doing. And check for that we haven't pressed the mouse button. So it's quite simple. The update channel bars, I'm using these variables based on what Photon said. But yeah. Now Now I think it's a lot better than how it was. Okay, I'll save. Okay, so now we need to start thinking of improving it. So let's add something simple, and that I can do very easily once I find it though. I need to find a routine that we did in the book to give it a bit more, you know, uh, to give it a bit more, some more movement. Sorry, I have the English version, but because I did convert this source, but it is in, I got the Italian version, so I'm removing all. Okay, so these are the routine. So one is move copper. So this is move copper to make sense. This is set the flags, so forward and backwards. And this is forward. This is forward. I need to leave this as is. It's a label, okay? Doesn't matter the name. So let's see what else. We need this part also. Because we are using it. So where do I have the test flag? Yeah. This is move forward. Changing the label names was not a good idea, I'm realizing. So I think I have to put them back as they were. Okay. So now we have con1, and that is in the copper list. This value. So basically, what we are doing is we have this register, okay? And this register shifts the screen by 1 pixel to the left or to the right. And what we are going to do is shift it. We can only do from 0 to 15, so we are only going to see it to move 16 pixels each time, but at least it's moving, let's put it this way. And then we can improve on it. Okay, so this one needs to be one is register 102. Okay, and all we need to do is and the routine expects this to be called neocon1. So my con1. That's what it expects. So basically, we will call it so we will call this routine, just to be clear where our routine is this one. What shall we call it? Bounce the image. Move left and right. Okay. This should be wrong key. Yeah. So I think we are fine. So on one we are subtracting one, on one we are adding. So it should work. Now we need to call it move copper, and that needs to happen in here. So the only thing is we don't have wait for raster here. Let's see how it's going to behave first. So F5. Okay. We managed to screw something up. Yeah. Okay. It crashed. Let's make sure that it's still fine. Oh, not branch. Branch to subroutine. It's moving, but very fast. Okay. Anyway, okay. So now, I guess we need branch to subroutine. We might have issues with the bars, but because those were never in sync. Wait for raster. Let's see. I will re-explain what the routine does, but let's get it to work. So, we are playing the music, but the bars are not there, and the image is not moving. That's not right. No, that's not right. Hmm. Shall I? Maybe I should do this. Hold on, wait for raster. What raster line we are waiting for? Because that was set for the game. Oh, of course. Let's do 1 to C, 1 to D. It's better like that. Still. No. No. Okay. This should have been simple. So let's remove the channel bars for a moment. And let's see if the image will move the way we are saying. This is not moving at all. Why is that? It was moving before. So what I am affecting by doing that? Unless I made something wrong. Now it should move like crazy. Yeah. So So why, as soon as we tell it to wait for raster, it's not doing it? That is strange. Hmm. Any idea, Doxter? Why, if I add wait for raster, it doesn't work? Hmm. This one is definitely okay. So let's do, you know what? I'm thinking out loud right now, but if let's try it again like this. 1, 2, 3. I'm trying to see if it moves at some point, but it doesn't move at all. As soon as I do the check for wait for raster, yeah, and I told, and I said that I will do a scroll routine. Yeah, and this one is so simple. So I'm just going to ignore the channel bars for now. All I want is to wait for raster and move the image. So hold on, if I wait for raster, hold on, because that register changes when it resets. So let's do the opposite. The same, the same, the same, the same. Doesn't move. So we should see this register should be updating. Ah, yeah, this one. This is the horizontal scroll one. So I can instead of doing what I'm doing, let's take let's take this. This is very crude what I'm doing now, but let's do this. This is crude, eh? Let's test it out. Not sure I can do main loop. Yeah, that's one. Then move. Then let's do the same thing. We comment this out. And let's call it with one. So like that, we will even slow it down so it moves every 2 frames. So let's see. Okay. I'm thinking if my reasoning is correct here. Yeah, let's do it like that. Okay, so that is a change. So for some reason it's not liking my, probably I'm messing with some register, I think. No, it's not liking my my wait for raster. So let's see now. It's still a bit fast, but ignore that it's a bit fast. Yeah, that's a lot better. Still, I'm not happy that it didn't like my wait for raster. That should have worked with wait for raster, but so I must be messing with some register. So what I will be doing is always adding something new to it. But yeah, the code can be shared now. It's more user friendly. Yeah, I'm just trying to see that I don't like. It crashed, but I'm using a very crude method here. That's very crude what I did. So why wait for raster? That it doesn't like wait for raster. What is wait for raster doing that can affect it? Hold on. Yeah, A5. Where I'm initializing register A5. I should have. So somewhere I am messing with register A5. That is correct. Let me do this just in case. That should never be touched, that register, but let's do that. And that means I can do this now. Ctrl C. Ctrl V and this. Let's remark them for now. Tin. Let's see. Also, I'm not liking that I'm using a JSR there. Branch subroutine. Word. That's wrong of me. Why do I have twice? That shouldn't be there. Wait for raster, move copper, and wait for raster. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. What's going to happen? Do you think it will work? Any bets? Yes! I told you, it's register A5. Yes! That's nice. So, but it crashed. That I don't like on exit. So there's still something, but yeah. So yeah, because I used this. This was very crude what I did, but it was a good test. So it is working, but on exit, something is not going right. I think I know what it is when on exit, maybe the register. that A5 register. I don't know where I'm missing it. Let's see where I am messing it. A5. So far so good. That's all good there. And that's good. That is strange. There's no place where we are changing it. But when I edited it, it went fine. Ah, the play routine. The play routine. Uh-huh. Okay. No, the play routine is changing it. I forgot about it because you check your code and you take for granted the play routine. The play routine is changing registers. So, yeah. That's one thing. You see, you initialize it, you end it, but in the meantime here, it's constantly, every time it's called, it's changing. When you are, it's using the interrupts. So it's changing the registers, and hence, when you exit, there is no restore of that. That's why it's crashing. So, yeah, because it's using the CIA interrupts and there is no restore of them. That's why it's crashing, not because I'm doing something wrong in the code. Anyway, let's see it again. Now I'm happy that this is. Yeah. So what we try to do next time in this part, we will try to put a scroll text, but these have to move. So either we move them at the top, or we make these, we make 4 of these and changing color. So behind the logo we have like, and we get rid of these. We'll see. But if we do the scroll text, we definitely need to move these up. Actually, let's check where they are happening in the copper. So they are happening somewhere at the bottom of the screen, which is here, and they are happening at before. There you go. So last line is FF, so at 255. So maybe they can stay where they are. We just need to create some shades of blue. Yeah, we can create some shades of blue and then have this scroll text on top of it. Okay. Well, we did manage to improve it a little bit. So guys, Thank you very much. Hope to see you tomorrow in my stream related to the book. Tomorrow is Italian, so maybe Sunday. So thank you very much and have a good evening or good night. Thank you. Bye bye.